Hey guys, welcome back. Joe here again, scalefreak.com. Coming to bring you another video blog. I haven't brought you one in a little bit, mostly because things at the means Scale Freak Studio, have been absolutely chaotic in the past couple of weeks. As you guys know, a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I was like super sick after all of the stuff that went on. Some people are like, yeah, you totally had Norwalk. I hope not. Well, if I did have it, I got through it. But either way, it took out my baby, took me out, took out my wife, took out all my friends, took out my work. Everything. Everybody got sick. And I know I posted a video before saying, hey, I'm starting to feel better. But it's been a couple of weeks, and I think I'm actually now starting to feel better. It's still goofy. Like, honestly, I lost 10 pounds in a day when I got sick, came back up, went back down, back up, back down. I mean, I put myself on the scale today at the gym, and I'm down 4.5 pounds from last week. So I still got some residual weirdness going on inside my system, but I'm starting to feel a lot better. So right now, kind of hanging out, got a lot of work to do in the studio to get things back up to normal again. Last weekend was the Protoform Canadian On-Road Nationals. You guys may have seen a couple videos from that. There are more videos to come from that. I actually, right here, have a little memory card of stuff. Steve and Antler did their best to get a lot of footage. I really was hoping to get more myself, but I managed to keep the schedule bang on all weekend, which means that I never really got off the director's stand. So there's a lot of stuff still going on, some residual stuff from that as well, and I'm going to try to go through this video card here and figure out what exactly is usable footage. Steve is doing his best to get some recording done. I will give you a heads up though. There are at least one video where Steve's talking to people and the camera is pointing at the ceiling, but he's new at this. You'll probably see a lot of stuff this summer from Steve as well. Steve helps out a lot with racing. So from anybody who's been following my channel long enough, you know that my history, my origin of RC is actually through racing. And that's one of the places where Steve and I really connected, was through racing and stuff like that. And Steve has been racing longer than I've known what RC is. So he is an amazing wealth of knowledge when it comes to all the different racing stuff. And when we were racing, I was happy to have him on my race team, signed on to the race division to help out with everybody. The guy knows his gearing, the guy knows his motors, the guy knows his setup, his tires, everything. He's absolutely amazing with all that stuff. So he's got a lot of great knowledge to give us and make sure that we get this. I'm going to set this down on something. I'm wavering all around. There we go. So he's got a lot of great knowledge to help us out and make sure that that you guys know exactly what's going on with the racing season this year. I know that he's in the process right now of getting himself a new kit, and so that's going to kind of maybe start from zero. Maybe he'll do a series on it. I'm not sure yet. It depends on what his plan is. And Steve kind of has a habit of getting the kit a couple days before a big race and has to build it in a few hours. So I don't know whether he'll have the time to tape it. But I do want to give you guys a heads up on a few things that I've been doing right here in front of me. I actually have Project JK. I've got this thing finished painted. You can see I've got the flat finish on it. So that was I was waiting for that. Got my whole interior and stuff. I eventually will scale this thing straight out, but right now I need to get it together because I really promised Night Customs that I would get the filming done on the parts that I got from them quite a while ago. I apologize, Night Customs. I've been sick, but I will get it done. And I told you guys I made some adjustments on the roof and stuff like that, so it will fit the way that I want it to. I changed the look that I wanted to do, and again, that is thank you to Night Customs. His kit looks phenomenal, and funny enough, it looks pretty much exactly like how I want mine to be. So I went through and I copied it pretty much. I mean, I still want to get different axles and stuff like that, but as far as his body is concerned, I just changed the color of it. And I don't mind making a clone because that kit looks absolutely amazing. But there's more on that because I still have a lot of stuff around here as well. As you can actually see, in true Scale Freak fashion, the bench is a friggin' mess. So that really, I actually plan on spending a lot of time out here today in the studio getting this stuff cleaned up so that I can make it organized and get it ready for filming again. I really detest when stuff gets this dirty, but there's just been a lot of stuff going on, and it's pretty much just set it down and walk away from it. Like even the filming bench for bench questions is like this is where we film bench questions, and it is a pit. So I've got to get this whole place cleaned up. There's a lot of stuff in here that's just going to get pitched. This is kind of spring cleaning season, and I'm really just going to go through and junk everything. I got to get some banners swapped around. I got to get some banners hung up. I really want to change a lot of things around coming into the spring season. Once it gets warm in here, we'll be able to do a lot more filming. Problem is when I fire the furnace on, you get the hum of the furnace, and it's actually really hard to paint in here when the furnace is on, because that thing throws, no matter how many filters I put on it, that thing throws a lot of dust. So you wind up getting a lot of stuff messed up, and it's not great to paint in the cold. The paint just does not react like it's supposed to, but you get by where you can. So a lot of stuff going on with that as well. I'm also going to get, I don't want to make this commitment, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do a lot of scaling videos this year. I do want to get out as much as possible. As you guys know, my work takes up a lot of my time, but I'd like to get out from now and then. I've got my battery situation all figured out. I'm going to have 4, maybe 5 trucks that will be ready at any given moment to go. I'm going to build the truck out of parts. I've got F-Bomb, Red Devil Recon, Project JK, and I've got one possibly in the works for another rig coming in, something that's not an axial. I mean, there are other trucks, I promise. And then some stuff from there. I also want to continue to upgrade the rigs that I have right now. I've got some real big wants coming up that I'd really like to get some work on, as long as I can free up some funding for it. And of course, I do want to do some upgrades again to a lot of the stuff that I have in here. I've been speaking with a video and sound guy that I used to work with, and he's got some ideas for some sound stuff. That way I can stop getting zipper rub on my microphone. There's some neat stuff from Rode that has come out, the IQ7s and things like that, that work with the iPhones and the iPads. And of course, bench questions with the warmer weather and the longer days. It actually makes it easier for us to all get out and do some more. But editing has been tough because, like I said, I've been sick. I actually have a bench question that's been recorded with Steven Antler. I recorded it so I could release it last week, and I just have not had an opportunity to edit it yet. So I think I'm going to work on that today, hopefully have that out to you next week. I don't want to make any commitments, though, but I'd like to get it out as soon as possible. Other than that, there's not really a lot going on. I'm just continuing with my personal goals at the gym and stuff like that, trying to work, make myself cross-eyed. And really, it's going to be down to getting a lot more video done. I've got a massive backlog of parts that have to get installed and have to get reviewed. And I need to get ready with some tires and stuff like that and get out and do some runs. There's a lot of cool guys around here that are looking to get some time in. And I'm looking to get into the Niagara Glen as soon as possible because I love scaling down there. So I guess that's really about it for today. I can't think. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the next vote next week for the 2015 Scale Freak Viewers Choice Project. We're going to go into servo. The only real things that have been suggested are a Holmes Hobby servo, a Savix waterproof servo, and a high-tech servo. There were a couple other ones, but they're mostly, like the one guy said, it's actually a knockoff of a servo. So I'll go to the original. I'm not really worried about it. And then from there, again, we still have to do axles, internals, suspension, bodies. Like everything has to get voted on that kit. There hasn't been much on it yet because I only have the chassis so far. Even though we've voted on the motor and the ESC, that's going to be a Holmes Hobby system. I want to make sure the servo is not going to be from Holmes as well, because if the servo is from Holmes, I do it all in one order rather than paying shipping a lot. I am in Canada, and the shipping fees into Canada are mental. And of course, the exchange rate is mental. So I want to try to keep the cost down as much as possible. You guys are voting on it, but still got to pay for it. Hey, there's my radio getting in the way. Some people have asked that as well. What radio to use? Airtronics MT4 works really well for me. Okay, so that's it for the day, guys. Keep going to the 10,000 subscribers. We've already got Cal RC already offering to donate some stuff to the prize package for when we do a 10,000 subscriber giveaway. So thank you very much for Heath from Cal RC. He actually just sent me some cool stuff. I like his new can design, so that's pretty cool. And also, these are pretty neat. These helped out a lot at the Canadian On-Road Nationals when Steve and Antler were running their pit. Nice, because you got to clean stuff up, right? So this works really good to get all the brake cleaner and stuff, or the Moodor cleaner, and of course all the stuff from getting into your pit section. Because when you're spraying stuff down with Moose Lick, you got to be careful that it doesn't wind up on all your screwdrivers and parts and stuff like that. So just use that as a backer. And other than that, I'm going to do some giveaways soon. I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm not even going to tell you how soon they are, but I'm really pumped. The spring makes me all goofy, so I really look forward to getting some giveaways done for you guys. I mean, I still got massive sticker books and stuff like that I can work on, and I've got some companies on board that want to help. So that's it for today, guys. I actually am going to end it now. You guys have yourself an amazing afternoon, and enjoy your Sunday, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Oh, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Please, guys. Have a great day.